At student agencies, we provide experiential learning in the areas of business and entrepreneurship. We own and operate a number of businesses, and each year we hand the keys to a new group of students. And the message is, we're here to help. Please don't drive it into a ditch. And hopefully when you give it back, the business is bigger, stronger, and faster than before. We own and operate a number of properties here in College Town. That's how we're able to self-fund our mission.
When our students first come here, they have no idea really what they're getting into. But by the time they leave, they are confident, successful. They walk around like they own the place, which is good because they actually do.
It's really a privilege to have this much autonomy as a college student in charge of over $3 million in assets and $1.5 million a year in operating revenue.
You have the freedom to really make all these day-to-day decisions about how you're going to allocate your resources, how you're going to optimize your revenue, how you're going to make choices with the constraints that the board has set around you to run a profitable business.
When I first started, I only had a small inclination of wanting to go into business, but being in a business environment where there's innovation happening and collaboration and new ideas has been really vitalizing for me.
I couldn't thrive in a classroom environment. Being able to come into student agencies and take all these concepts and get a chance to apply them in a real-world business environment allowed me to completely turn around my life and find a way of learning that really worked for me.
The first and foremost goal of a board member, outside of providing guidance, is to make sure that students know that if they fail in some way, it isn't the end of the world. There are very few places in life where you have that opportunity.
Most of the other peer programs are part of the university structure, whereas we are an independent not-for-profit and the oldest student-run company in the country. Student agencies dates back to 1894 with an undergraduate student by the name of Seth Higbee, who started a laundry service to offset the cost of his tuition. Upon his graduation, he sold that business to a younger student, and this went on for a number of years until somebody said, hey, this is a great experiential learning model. And from there, we incorporated and expanded over the following decades.
When I first got here, we had a very small office space on this very floor. So being a part of the eHub build, being able to see everything happen from the ground up was really special. I love having a staff that I'm very close to. We've all been here for so long that we've become friends. We've been through a lot in our own lives and we've shared a lot.
I've been at student agencies almost 30 years. It's been interesting seeing the evolution of every business come and go and grow.
Big Red has transitioned from paper contracts, handwritten in duplicate, to a complete web-based platform. Hired Hands has gone from a small intrastate moving company to a very successful interstate company. We acquired the Cornellian in 2007.
The companies within student agencies are strongly tied in with the university at this point in time, and the student managers work very hard to develop the relationships with the appropriate contacts at the university.
Agencies is a very, very interesting entrepreneurial model. You lose your staff every year, and you start over again, and you still want to make money.
The current managers of this year are the people who are hiring the future teams, and each team culture permeates to the next one. There are only a certain kind of student who's going to want to spend 15 hours a week running a company or spend late nights working on financials before a board meeting. So I think the culture and the essence of the company is really what has helped it live past the century.
Because we work so closely together, we've got this really strong bond. Myself and the president are working through things together, kind of shoulder to shoulder.
Kyle's been a mentor to me through this entire process. We sit right next to each other and talk every day. I've definitely grown a lot as a leader. The thing I'm most proud of so far in my term of presidency is the culture I've been trying to push, really promoting the businesses and leading to some change. Campus promotions this year is the first time we've ventured into the digital marketing and digital consultation portion of the business. Developing our new startup, Student Agencies Tutoring, first time in over a decade. We've had a startup incubate right out of agencies.
Starting that from concept to the point now where we have an actual business required a lot of planning ahead, iterating on ideas, doing customer discovery, working with the board of directors, getting feedback.
I learned a lot from the board members when I was a student here. It was really one of the things that gave me a leg up in my professional career. And now that I'm a board member, it's fun to be able to provide some mentorship for the students, but I also find that I learn quite a bit from them as well.
When I graduated, after having overseen student agencies, started a small venture fund, and redeveloped 409. I was able to parlay that into a job working in real estate investment banking. The experience that I got here at student agencies set me up to be able to do that. Now I have the opportunity to oversee the redevelopment of 411 through 415 so that we set student agencies up from a financial standpoint to be sound for our next 125 years.
I think it's amazing to see how it continues to evolve over the years, and it's cool to be a part of setting the course for the future in terms of what businesses should we be in, and also how can we maximize the student experience.
Just in my 1 year here, I've seen so much progress and so much growth that I can only imagine what the next even 10 years is going to bring.
There is always going to be a need for helping people get a leg up. We have to constantly reinvent ourselves and look to how do we draw in the best and brightest at Cornell. And students are seeing that you're operating at a different level when you come out from student agencies than if you haven't had that experience.
I've worked with so many teams over the years, and it means a lot to me that some of the students stay in touch because they had a good experience while they were here. It's wonderful to be able to see how they do in their careers and all of their successes.
All of those student experiences that have been created over 125 years is something that's really worth celebrating. And I'm really glad that we've taken the opportunity to bring all of the students, bring all of the staff, and bring all of the alumni together to celebrate our 125th anniversary.